Hello and welcome to Challenge to Build. Today's review made possible by Revvstark. They got a hold of me and asked if I would review their 20 volt max 480 foot-pound half-inch drive impact wrench. A little bit of a mouthful. I agreed, and so they decided to send it to me. Opening up the box, we see some of my favorite reading material. This is the user guide for it, along with a little bag for carrying, so that'll come in handy once we get it out of the box. We have the brushless 480 foot-pound lithium ion powered 0 to 3,000 RPM half-inch anvil impact wrench, charger base, and a 4 amp hour battery, along with 5 different common sockets. Let's see here, we have an 18, a 17, a 22, a 19, and a 21. So all metric sockets. What you see behind me is an old 80s GMC 3500 van, and I figured what better way to test out the impact wrench on a level playing field than go to a local salvage yard and try to bust off some lug nuts on something that I don't use, doesn't belong to me. I couldn't tell you the last time these lug nuts were off. I don't know how tight they are. So I'm going to leave this to doing all the work. And looking at these, I don't know, 21 millimeter. All right, good. The 22 millimeter is what I need for that. So that worked out well. This is a 3-speed motor, low, medium, high, for different torques applied. I'm going to leave it on high for the highest torque, which should be 480 foot-pounds. And really there's not much else left to say than let's see if it'll knock off this nut. So here we go. Well, that was easy. Oh, that's nice too. So there's also a brake stop. Once the lug nut gets broke free, it stops the anvil after the lug nut comes off about 3/4 of the way, giving you the ability to just take them off by hand. I'm actually going to bring the camera closer, give you a close-up shot, and so far, this thing's pretty sweet. That actually worked out so well and was so easy that it almost seems like I kind of set it up to be that easy, and I did not. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to poke around the junkyard, see if I can find another vehicle that I can try to maybe like a medium duty truck, to see if we can repeat the same success that we had just now. So I'll be right back. All right, well, I didn't necessarily find a medium duty truck, but I'm partial to my Chevy and GMCs, and I did find a old, what appears to be like an 85, 86 K20. This is a 8-lug truck as well, and using a 21 fits, whether it's the right size or not, that's what I'm using. We're gonna go at these lug nuts, and you can't really get much more in the dirt than this. So again, I haven't messed with this truck. Have no idea how long this truck was sitting here. Clearly the tire's in great condition, so these are sealed lug nuts, so I don't expect them to be any issue as well. So Revvstark 480 foot-pounds, here we go. and there's no issue there as well. And maybe third time's a charm. Maybe I'll find something that this won't do, and that'll be my goal. So I'm gonna go look around one more time, try to find another heavy duty truck, and see if it can or can't break the lug nuts loose. All right, does the Revvstark have enough power to break loose these lug nuts? These appear to be, thankfully, I brought some bigger lug nuts, or bigger sockets, excuse me, because I was expecting bigger lug nuts. And 3/16 inch and an eighth. All right, so these are inch and an eighth. This truck is probably like a early 80s D350. And just like any good test, I have now used a 3/4 inch socket with an adapter. So this is a 3/4 drive socket reduced down to 1/2 inch, 480 foot-pounds. Does it have enough to break one loose? I'll be dipped. That was super impressive. I know Revvstark also sells a 600 foot-pound version of this impact driver, and we're losing some force because we have the 3/4 reduced down to 1/2 inch. So we're losing some momentum here. But even still, after a few minutes, this actually broke that inch and an eighth nut off of that bolt. So this is rather warm. The socket is extremely hot, so a lot of friction being put on there. And that is a torture test in an environment that's unpredictable. So with that, that's how I'm gonna wrap up this review. Take a look at Revvstark. I wanna thank them for sending me this impact driver. Very impressed. After the first 2 tests, I kind of was looking for like an aha moment, and I think we got it. So if you're looking for an impact driver, take a look at the Revvstark 480 foot-pound 1/2 inch anvil impact wrench. And if this one is that good, I would imagine that their 600 foot-pound version is too. So thank you for watching. This has been Challenge to Build. Get out there, go challenge your build, and I will see you all in an upcoming video and or review.